So this is a drive I did through Fort Valley, Georgia. It ranks in the top 15 for most dangerous cities in the state of Georgia. And the state of Georgia ranks as the 22nd most dangerous state in America. Their population is just under 8,900, and it's rising slightly. Demographically, it's 69% black, 20% white, and 8% Hispanic. So, kind of diverse. The average age is 30.6, so a little on the younger side. And the average income is $39,000 a year, which is about normal for a city with higher crime. 35% of the people that live there live below the poverty rate. This is pretty high. That's over 1 in every 3 people below the poverty line. And 41% of the black population is below the poverty level. There's a 21% marriage rate, which is really low. And 76% of the people that live there were either born in Fort Valley itself or born in Georgia. That's pretty good. That's about normal. And they list 2% being non-citizens. So for the most part, they're American-born, the people that live there. Over the last 3 years, they've had at least 3 homicides a year, and 5 in 2022. So their murder rates have ranged between 33 and 55 a year per 100,000 people. On the low end, their murder rates are the same as Philadelphia, and on the high end, they're higher than Baltimore. Their assault rates are in the 900s, which is Baltimore levels. And just for some perspective on this, the comparison with Baltimore, Baltimore ranked 18th most dangerous city in the world for 2025. The 18th most dangerous city in the world, and they've been on that in the top 20 of most dangerous cities in the world for a while. Memphis, Detroit, and Albuquerque also made the top 20. Fort Valley is smaller than Baltimore, but it's just as violent. It's just on a smaller scale. The violent crime there is reported at 223% higher than the national average. And your odds of becoming a victim of a crime is 1 in 22. Their year-over-year crime is showing an increase of 23%, which is a huge increase, and that is not sustainable. You can't go up by numbers. Even if you went up 3% a year for a few years, the crime is going to, especially with how small the city is and how small the population is, the numbers are going to get out of control really fast. Their schools are showing only 23% of the students that graduate are proficient at reading and math. That's less than 1 in 4 can do math at a 12th grade level. The Georgia average is 42%, which is less than half, and the U.S. average is 48%, which is again less than half, and it's unthinkable that we can't even graduate half of our students at a 12th grade level for reading and math. These are basic skills. But even in America, it's that low, and it's 1 out of every 2 basically in America and 1 out of every 4 in Brunswick. Only 73% of the population there have completed the 8th grade. So less than 3 out of every 4 people have completed the 8th grade. And 71% are high school graduates. The Peach County High School, which is the high school there in Brunswick, gets a 3 out of 10 great schools rating. And the site shows that only 4% are at grade level for math. That's what the website for the Peach County High School shows. So that's even less than the 23% that the city's reporting. 30% of the students at the Peach County High School are chronically absent. So around 1 in every 3 of the students that go there are chronically absent, which explains why they're not learning anything. And 6% show that they've been suspended. So there isn't this city, if 30% of your students aren't even showing up to school, and 71% are basically it's all that's graduating, and you're teaching 1 out of every 4 are actually learning something while you're there, this isn't a good sign for this city. I mean, it's already at Baltimore levels for crime, And if you're not teaching your kids anything and they don't see a hope for a future of getting out of there or making something out of their life, the crime isn't going to get any better there. I mean, 30% not showing up to school on any kind of regular basis, yet they're graduating 71%. So, basically they graduate anybody that shows up. All right, well, I'm going to let this video play out, and hope you like this drive through Fort Valley, Georgia.